Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Waifu Wars. I am, I am the little bit of the Muzen cells that are still in your body, Drooby-Doo.
And I am Nezuko's favorite foot massager, Soproni. That's what you get when you have to think of one on the spot.
And welcome to the first episode of Waifu Wars. We talk about everything anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not the waifu because yours is trash.
Wow.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I am also doing well. This is a new, quote-unquote, new podcast.
Yes.
So there must be a lot of questions, and that's fair. To those who already know us and who know us previously from the G&A podcast, basically I felt like starting from like last year, honestly, it was a time for like a rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we wanna, start putting our content out there more, just go a little further than just putting it up on YouTube. But I felt like the G&A podcast, even though that title, it's our baby, and this is still our baby.
Yeah.
Like imagine if I had a 5-year-old and his name was Todd, and I'm like, Todd, I don't like your name anymore. You're now Jacob.
I thought the analogy was going to be way worse than that, but that works.
Oh God, no!
What if you had a 5-year-old and that 5-year-old had another baby?
Wait, what?
Or
why are babies having babies?
Or we disown one 5-year-old and get another 5-year-old.
No. That's not it at all. No. It's the same baby. It's just a slightly, let's say, a new name.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's very, 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 very slight change, compared to their previous podcast. Literally, everything's the same. To those who watch the G&A podcast, everything's going to be the same, just an addition of a new segment, a new little segment.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who have never heard who we are and don't know who the heck we are, hello, hi, yeah. I'm Drooby-Doo. This is
Sobroni,
and we together are the dynamic duo known as G&AREVIEWS /
Waifu Wars
/ Waifu Wars. Exactly. We usually do oh my God! What's our main bread and butter? Oh, FGO.
Yes.
Thank you. I was like, why am I blanking on that of all
the thing that we do on the other channel?
Right. On our main channel, G&AREVIEWS, we cover FGO content. On Twitch, we are GA-Reviews, where we just, we do play FGO, but we play a whole ton of games. We really just play whatever we want at this point. And you can also find us on Twitter, GA_reviews. If anything, I learned from having all those different names is that the internet hates ampersands.
Oh, yeah.
The ampersands.
Technology in general hates ampersands.
Technology hates ampersands. Oh, sorry if it sounds like I have something in my mouth. It's because I do.
Tell us more.
A cough drop. It's a cough drop. Cough drop. But yeah, so that's where you can find us on all of our different platforms, or just doing all of the things.
And if you guys want to get even deeper into the lore, you can go and watch our G&A podcast, which is on our original main channel, which is 200. We got to 250. We got 250 episodes of that. Damn. So if you want to be a champ, you can sit through all 250 podcast episodes.
Just please, just skip. I would say skip the first 10 though.
Yeah.
only because it was so awkward.
I was gonna
Oh,
say skip like the first year of.
I was thinking that too, but I was trying to not. I wasn't trying to be a naysayer.
It
But,
took us a while to
thanks.
find our footing, but I think we're gonna find our footing a lot faster with this one.
Yes, because it's literally the same shit.
Exactly, and that's what's beautiful about it.
It is, yes. Now, the main beef and potatoes, or meat and potatoes? Meat and potatoes. I mean, meat is beef. Anyways, main meat and potatoes of this podcast is we're basically going to be taking 7 anime series, and week to week we're going to be covering them and giving our thoughts, our observations, our critiques of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been weebs for forever.
A long time. I've actually realized I've been a weeb longer than I haven't been a weeb in my lifetime, which is a weird realization.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
I mean, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, we are Weeb Nation. So, yep. As we go on, we're gonna just do brief rundown through the segments as we go through them, and yeah, just sit back, chillax, and have a good old gay old time. So with that being said, we're gonna start with our new segment. This week in anime, we literally just picked one article each to cover, usually from an Anime News Network. Because at the end of the day, we're definitely more like a comedy / entertainment podcast. We are not.
We're professional reviewers.
Yes, we're not professional news people. That is not who we are. So that's why this segment's gonna be nice and cute and short as always.
Yes.
And I think I am gonna go first. According to Anime News Network, Toonami debuts new show every week for next month or so, starting with Assassination Classroom Season 2 tonight.
Ooh. Assassination
tonight,
Classroom.
and this came out yesterday, so it actually was yesterday night.
Huh. So every night, wait, you said every weekend night or just every night?
Debuts a new show every week.
Oh, okay, every week. I was about to say, well, fuck, every night they got a new show.
Yeah,
they're desperate for the views.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool though. When I was a kid and I used to watch Toonami and stuff, that was one of the cooler things that they would just spontaneously add a huge block of shows to their programming, we got 3 new shows we're adding.
Yeah. Although I will say for me it was it's like a double-edged sword. It's like these shows will randomly come and then they will randomly go. Like Toonami, my biggest complaint with Toonami is consistency was not their thing.
Oh yeah.
They stopped being an after school program, and then they moved to late time. It was just it was the Wild West.
Anything goes.
It was it could be Cowboy Bebop, it could be Inuyasha, it could be Naruto, it could be whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad Toonami's still running at least. It's a part of my childhood history.
Exactly. I still do think it's very important. I feel getting a younger audience into anime.
Oh, for sure. That was definitely one of my main gateways in anime, so I'm glad.
I feel like it was my main gateway. Because my sister loved it. I remember it was the first episode. It's where I watched some of the first episodes of Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon.
Zoids, G Gundam. It's so good. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Was Zoids was Toonami, huh?
Wasn't it? I think so.
Okay, no.
It was the original Zoid, not Chaotic Century, but the one with Liger Zero.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. As if I know the other.
Yeah, come on. You know your Zoids lore. Come on.
So yeah, that's good on Toonami. Now at least it feels like it's running with some consistency, and we already know what we're gonna get, even though so late. It's so very.
When did they push
late.
It back to midnight or something?
Toonami will air 2 episodes of the show at 12:30 and 1 a.m.
Yeah, that's
So I'm just
late.
like, but see, and that's another thing. Why do you make me wait so late?
I feel like they used to do that when we were kids too, but it was like they would air like
Yes.
Inuyasha mad late.
And that's why I don't know shit about Inuyasha.
I
Because
know,
at
but it
some
was
point
great
I'm
to
just like,
fall
I can't
asleep.
do
Like
this.
wake up middle of the night and just listening to the ending song playing or something.
I can't, the feeling. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that ending. Yeah, that's it for me. Oni, what you got?
In my neck of the woods, Netflix releases translators notes for Komi Can't Communicate anime. Basically, Netflix released a whole ass video with translation notes for all the puns and language jokes in Komi because there's like a shit ton of them, and obviously they can't include them in all the episodes, like in the corners or whatever. So they added like this whole mini video that just replays certain scenes and like freeze frames and has like the yellow text that says translator note da 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 can be a pun because their characters for their names are this and this and that. So I like this because it really reminds me of like when we used to watch fan subs and they used to do the translator notes on top.
Yes.
And
yeah, we did. We talked about this.
Yeah.
When Komi-san came out.
And B, I like that approach because I like, and we did mention this before too in our other podcast, but when they when we used to read manga and they used to have like whole ass section in the back of the manga that would just be translator notes, that was so cool because it helps you like if you're interested in the language and stuff and like learn about the different aspects of the culture and kanji and all of that. So I just like that it draws attention to that aspect of the anime and doesn't just try to like over localize everything. We don't want another jelly donut situation.
Yes. Oh, or another sissy moment.
Sissy.
Sissy or brother.
That one's more recent. Oh, they still do it. God damn it, Funimation.
Literally want to snap
Big
my neck.
Brother.
Shout out to Jamaican Satoko.
My favorite Satoko.
I definitely about to say that.
Yep, that's my news.
All right, and now we move on. Now that we are done with the news, now we move on to our weekly reviews. This is the main section of our podcast where we cover the Sono anime that we're watching. And we go down the chart, literally any chart.net. I think we how do we go down by score?
Yeah, we sort it by score.
Yeah, so we usually knock out the more popular anime first. At least the popular anime that we're covering, and then get to the less. Well, I wouldn't want to say the lesser. It doesn't necessarily mean they're not. Yeah, no, because they're not always bad. They're not always.
I'm looking at the score right now, and you might want to not say that because there's some shows that we're covering last that are not.
Exactly, which is my point. Just because they're all the way down there does not mean, that they're bad.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes looking at you, Platinum Diamond. But we'll get there when we get there. Also, because this is the first week, of the anime season, not all the episode 1s have been released.
A good portion of them have, though. I think only 2 shows haven't.
Exactly. So we're covering most of them, but not all of them. Next week, it will definitely be all of them.
Yes. Next week we'll be popping.
Yes, we will be on and popping. Sorry, I had to take a dramatic pause to drink my tea.
I thought you wanted me to finish your sentence. I was like, on and rolling.
No, I just need to drink that. I just had to drink my tea. All right. Excuse me. We are going to start things off with Demon Slayer.
Wait, before we do this, do you want to start with Demon Slayer or do you want to go with Platinum Man first?
Right. You know it's actually so funny that you want to do that first because they kind of tie into each other.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know how. So yeah, let's start with Platinum and episode 13.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time I didn't write any notes for it because I
feel like you didn't need to.
You really didn't. This was just episode where we just went into the main villain's motivations. Question marks. If you could call it that.
All that set up just to find out Metropolitan Man is a Republican.
Right. I'm literally just watching him go. I'm like, I feel like this is how like billionaires are actually like in real life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is 100% how they
all
think.
definitely want to fuck their sisters too. I think that was pretty obvious.
Yes, they all have this weird incesty thing somewhere, and they're all just like, let's just kill all the poor people. Let's get rid of all of them, maybe, and potentially all the uglies.
Yeah, just kill all the ugly and poor people, and just that's my plan. That is
my plan. We're just getting rid of all of them. And I love how they. I feel like they almost they kind of did a aha moment. They're like, haha, our this villain's gonna be super mentally sound for once in his life and say something that kind of makes sense. And they're like, nope, he's just gonna be like super like asshole like sociopath who's literally just like, I was born rich and ergo it's great to be me and it sucks to be you. Like literally it like wow.
I need to talk to this fucking guy that wrote this because there's no way this was done. Again, I cannot reconcile that this was the guy who wrote Death Note.
I'm telling you, this is a joke. I tell you, this is a joke. It has
to be a really cool joke or something.
It is. It is a joke. It is a joke.
Somebody in an interview where he mentions Platinum Man, is he like, listen, I was drunk one night and I wrote the whole thing in 30 minutes.
And then I lost the bet.
Yeah, I lost the bet. I had to make an anime out of it. You know how it is. Yeah. No, that scene also. Yeah, no, he's just creepy with his sister, and I'm like,
oh yeah, no, that he's like, oh, I must be perfect and beautiful bodies, and like, it's like not. There wasn't even like an incident that made him like a crazy narcissist. Like he was just there. He was just born that way. He was just that.
And also, the trigger is just like his sister being like, I want to date some guy, and that leads to him just like accidentally pushing her off
accidentally killing her.
Or his Rose Tower fucking whatever greenhouse thing.
Like, why does your tower not have any guardrails?
Like, yeah, why are you like suspended 5 stories in the air or whatever above like a thorny rose garden?
Oh my god, that was so funny when she died. She was like, "Oh no, I think like you think she's dead," and she's like, "Oh wow, I'm kind of hurt," and then she actually dies. That was.
I call bullshit. There was no blood though. She hit her head hard. That would have been.
Yeah, there definitely should have been like crazy amounts of blood. Like I was expecting him to like cradle, like when he cradled her head, I was expecting to like
like
look at his hand
or something in his hand. Yeah,
exactly. But that didn't happen. She literally just went bleh. Like that's literally
Oni-chan, I don't feel so good.
Bleh. Like the funniest, like this is literally one of the most funniest anticlimactic deaths. And yeah, just I love how like everyone was like watching him in like complete horror, and once again his friend was just like, fuck that.
I know that sociopath.
Like damn it, like no, he's like not me, literally like feeding into him. Oh man. See, guys, and that is why you shouldn't say dumb things or mean things, especially about people, especially about women, because you never know who's listening.
Exactly. The whole world could be listening.
Yes, but in this case, it was just one guy who's a sociopath who's trying to become God to do exactly what you asked of him.
I will say, I don't know if you caught it, but there was one funny moment for me where he was talking his plan, like, I'm gonna kill all the ugly people. And then one girl was just there, and she's like, haha, I guess I'm dead.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
oh
damn.
God, at least she's taking it in stride, you know? Like, she's just having a good time.
I'm like, love yourself, girl.
Yeah, damn,
Jesus.
have some more self-confidence.
Oh, that was... that, wow. Yeah. that was a thing. Oh, this show is so silly.
It really
can we
is.
please? Can we please just like? Can we please keep going? Not to the end. Once again, I just want to.
You just like that's what Man is not gonna die. He's gonna like live and fucking run.
No, I don't want. I know he's not gonna die. I just want this arc to be over.
Fine. We will continue.
Like, yeah,
the show lives
like,
another week.
Like,
it was just sheer funny. Horrible stupidity.
Yes, so bad. This is really Ginno
Guardian levels of horrible.
It actually
this is nearing Ginno Guardian Osama game bullshit level.
I think we're already there.
Yeah,
we're already there. Mm-hmm. We're definitely an Osama game. We're definitely
for sure.
This is definitely Reek's Osama game. All right. Well, enough of that dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to actual good anime.
Yay!
Starting with Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 6.
Mm-hmm. This is my episode of the week.
I know. Oh, God. I really hate how it's really just going to be going back.
Between Demon Slayer and Attack on
Titan. Period.
Yeah, this is my episode of the week. I mean, come on. Nezuko.
Yeah.
Nezuko.
Yeah, same.
Of course, UFO table popped off with the animation, as always.
Like, crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh God, what's her name? I don't...
What, the demon?
Yeah.
Daki,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I thought it was great to start off with Platinum End, because I feel like Kamen Rider and Daki should they just start podcasts. They just shit on everyone.
Shit on all the ugly people.
Like, literally, when she started talking about it, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, is this Metropolitan Man? Like,
she's like, all these ugly bitches.
These are ugly. Ugh. Like, she was talking so much shit considering she's about to get her neck cut off for a second time.
Yeah.
And when he just collapses, she's like, oh God, you're so ugly when you struggle. Ugly and disgusting and horrible. Ugly. Like, Jesus.
She has very limited vocabulary. It's not her strongest suit, you know?
It's not. It really isn't. Fuck that Karen. Ruined it for everyone.
How dare you make so much noise at night? Literally walking out in the middle of a fucking dude with a sword and a demon on top of a roof fighting each other.
Talking about, hey, you can't do that.
You know what time it is.
And guess what? Shock. A demon is like, fuck everyone, actually. And she destroys the entire block in like seconds.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that they did do that, though, because it like, I always felt like the demons were so out of the way from like society.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, a lot of the times these demons could just show up and like, they should just be able to murder massive amounts of people.
And here we go.
Yeah, cool.
That's what it did. Yeah, like a lot of people died, except for the Karen, of course. Fuck him.
At least he has his hand sliced off. He'll think twice.
Yeah, he did lose his hand. I was like, damn, how did you stand behind Tenjiro and still lost some limbs? Mm-hmm. That was the theme of this episode, losing limbs.
Oh yeah, it happened a lot. Whoever has like a limb amputation fetish is definitely happy tonight.
Absolutely, 100%. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I love how like one of our friends, that's a savior, was like, "Hey, that scene where she's like talking about Muzan cells and the memories is pretty important." And I was just like, "Dude, give me a little more credit than that." I know basically what's happening is that she's reliving Muzan's memories of Tanjiro's dad, who has the same technique, which is why he's scared. Like I know this. Yes, it
could be
this
deeper than that.
I feel like that's exactly what's happening.
I can I just say I find it funny because I did see a meme about this before we went live, where it's like the way Muzan treats Daki compared to how he treats the other dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's just like it was like a Gordon Ramsay meme, and he's like, oh. Like he's with a Kaz of Daki. He's like, "Oh, you're so precious. I love you. You're the best thing ever." And then the Kaza's there. He's like, "You fucking donkey." It's raw.
Yeah, the memes of how he treats the two is really funny.
I have a feeling he's just gonna fucking kill Daki though, which sucks.
You know, and that's if Daki isn't killed herself.
Probably. She's also pretty weak. I don't know. I'm not impressed with her power level. She kind of just gets her shit knocked in constantly by everyone.
You mean just by Tanjiro?
Well, Tanjiro was literally about to kill her if he didn't like forget to breathe.
Yeah, like he went. Okay, to be fair, he went Super Saiyan for like he went Ultra Instinct for like. She like literally eyes went bloodshot and everything. Like they both went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but also Nezuko was about to kill her. Well, not about to kill her, but beating the shit out of her.
I mean, Nezuko once again also went Ultra Instinct. She literally broke her seal, which is like that's kind of a problem.
I like that Nezuko's Ultra Instinct is just boobs. Bigger boobs.
Yeah,
she gets sexier.
Like a bigger horn and big boobs.
I can't wait to see her Super Saiyan 2. It's gonna be a second horn and like bigger boobs.
3 tits.
3 tits.
It's gonna be like the two normally where they are, and it's like the third one kind of like forms from the other two. I don't know how third tits work.
I'm afraid of her Super Saiyan 6 form.
It's just literally her essence inside a giant breast.
With like 5 horns coming out.
With 5 horns. Yes. She's literally just boob and horns. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say for Demon Slayer. You wanna move on?
Yep, I'm good.
Alright, let's move on to Sono Bisque Doll wa Koi wo Suru, episode 1.
This was fun. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, this episode was very interesting. I do like it. Marin is best girl.
Oh yeah, easily.
I feel like in high school, her and I would have been best friends.
Oh yeah, she's super fun. I love her already. She's just gonna be best girl.
Right, like easily, it would have been like her and I would have been just like talking to about like boys in anime.
Yeah, I like how even in the beginning where she's like talking to her friend, she like did a whole diagram on the board of like some relationship like shipping model or whatever.
Yes, I was like, oh, Stan.
She stands up for herself when people are talking shit about anime to her. It's just fucking great.
Exactly.
I have a sucker for Gyaru types who are just like they're Gyarus, but they're not assholes. They're just like genuinely wholesome.
Yes, nice Gyaru. Nice Gyaru is 10 out of 10.
Yes, nice Gyaru is literally the best archetype.
Period. I think the main character is kind of cute.
Really?
I think it's kind of cute. Basic. I don't know. I think I like that he's tall and he has like a freckle, and his hair isn't like too crazy. I mean, it's like yes, I don't know. It's like he's generic, but like just like in a cute way though.
All right, I kind of get what you're talking about.
I think for me it's like the height. Like he's not like I'm a 5'4", like almost borderline feminine like character.
Well, that's true. I guess he does look a little bit more masculine.
Yeah, he's definitely more masculine. And you wouldn't see that from the thumbnail from any chart.
Mm-hmm.
But but in the anime it's like he like is clearly taller than like a lot of people.
That's true.
I
kind of like his personality too. Well, it's funny because first off, they got me good with the. There was a couple of jokes in this episode, but the one that got me was when he told his grandfather he has friends, and then that one dude like comes up behind him and like hits him on the back.
That was that was pain. I was like, that.
You're like, oh, my bad. I'm like, oh, that got me.
Yeah, I feel like that's happened to me before.
That and the other scene that got me was fucking Manon flying across the room and literally dying because she like hit her back.
Right, I was
cerebellum
like,
right on the fucking.
Is Metropolitan Man about to just come in and just like grab her and run away?
Who ever thought we had 2 episodes in 1 week of girls just bashing the head on the corner of a stone or a desk?
Right, exactly. Like she went flying, fell, but then like it cut to her just kind of being like, oh yeah, like as if she didn't like she wasn't even on the ground. She was like getting up.
Mm-hmm. She was like a metal plate in her spine. It was like I would have literally been on the floor knocked out at least.
Yeah, like we'd have to go to the hospital. Yeah. Like us normal humans.
Mm-hmm. She's superhuman.
I believe it. She's great. I do like Wakana's his 180 at the end, kind of when she's like, "Hey, this is my cosplay," and then he just goes off.
Yeah, he turns into Gordon Ramsay like, "It's fucking shit. You didn't even double stitch it."
Why did you even leave enough room for blah blah? I don't know.
I don't know anything about sewing.
Me neither.
It
was really funny.
I think it's funny because there was a scene in this episode where she tells him like, don't just do things because people ask you to, whatever, and stand up for yourself. Do it because you want to. I would have laughed my ass off at the end of the episode where she asks him, "Can you make my cosplay?" And he's like, "No, because you told me not to."
Exactly, and I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I
don't want to keep making dolls.
Yeah, bye, loser.
Bye, not loser. Oh my gosh. The animation in this is very interesting.
Yeah, it's very. I like it.
Unique.
It's very I'm gonna use a word that I don't think should ever be used to describe animation, but I kind of just feel it. It's very creamy. If that makes sense. It's like,
it does not.
It really does look creamy. Look at the picture on any chart. Tell me it does not look like a dessert. Kind of like just the colors.
No, wait, was it this anime? No, there's another anime that I would actually say gives me more of a creamy feeling.
It's very creamy. I don't know what else to say.
I know you already named
the episode.
Yes, but like at this rate, I think we might need a new title.
Creamy feeling.
But I think it's more like it feels very almost kind of keep your hands off my Aizoken.
Oh yeah.
It has kind of like that, but then I said kind of because it's very like it almost looks like I'm looking at drawings happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a rough kind of like sketchy feel,
like a rough sketch feel of it. Yeah, in certain scenes, and then what makes it unique is like they blend that with like CGI.
Yeah.
And it's very like, It almost feels like Beastars a little bit.
A tiny bit with less CG.
Less CG, which is a good thing because the CG in Beastars is good.
I will say I love the color palette. I think that's why I'm calling it creamy. It's just like the color palette is so vibrant and it pops and it's just so pretty to look at. And even like Marin, like the colors that she wears when she was wearing that black like goth girl outfit.
Yeah.
That was really like I love the colors, like the way it contrasts with her skin tone and everything. It was so beautiful. And she's beautiful. She's like literally one of my favorite looking character designs.
Yeah, she's very
super beautiful.
Her design is it's literally 10 out of 10. No complaints here. Yeah. It's very, it's nice. I'm looking through it now because it was the last anime that I watched. But yeah, very very cute, very vibrant. I'm excited. I have high expectations for this anime.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Let's move on to. Damn, we have to scroll down a lot.
The Great Divide.
Right. Oh shit! As my cough drop, like just spills out my mouth.
Sliding out your mouth.
And not sliding out. Stop making it sexual. So up next we have Kaijin Kaihatsubu no Kuroitsu-san.
This was different than I expected, but in a good way.
It was. Yes.
I was thoroughly surprised by the comedy in it.
Excuse me. Trying to figure out where to start. I like that, you know, the main boss is of course a lolly.
Yeah, like a stereotypical lolly, and she just wants cute shit and fun shit. I'm a sucker for these types of shows where it's like it takes a concept that's like really generic and tropey, but then it turns on its head, like Konosuba, where it takes the concept of like you're an adventurer in an isekai, but then it like does all the stuff you never think about, like, well, how do you make money? How do you find jobs? What if you suck at your job? I like this because it's like, yes, we're an evil organization who goes after all the Super Sentai warriors, but what about our budgets and our R&D department and all this other shit?
The presentation. I was like, I feel like that is so relatable.
Oh yeah. I felt like I love the way it doesn't back down from talking about like office culture and stuff. Like I felt the presentation like, oh shit, I've been in that situation where I have to give a presentation and I'm like, I'm so not prepared for this and this is dumb.
Yeah. And like people can like see through it. The little the quote unquote battle between what's her name, Kuroitsu and Majitus, where he's like just like hacking that all her like you know, cutting through all her bullshit.
Literally.
And then after, it turns out he's like super cool.
He's like a really awesome boss. He's like, you need to take time off to work more efficiently.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't burn yourself out.
Health is most important.
I like the idea that a reason why these like Power Ranger type superheroes don't win sometimes is because they're fighting enemies that they don't have the budget to like build out. Just like they're like low tier enemies. Like, yeah, we don't have enough money to build out a better weapon.
And then of course at the end where they had a new monster girl, I forget what her name is.
Wolf Bete.
Wolf. Oh yeah.
Wolf I'm calling her Wolf.
Wolf.
For obvious reasons.
when they made Wolf and they instead made her a woman because that's what Akashi wanted.
Yeah. That's also relatable, where it's like, we have this plan, and then like your boss comes and is like, actually, do it this
Change
way.
everything.
Change it
And
now. You have 10 minutes.
exactly. I'm just like, oh, relatable. And then they're like, and then when the wolf is like, oh, why don't you change my mind into like that of a girl? And they're like, bitch, you think we had time for that?
You have money for this shit.
Also definitely called the dude being the Power Ranger.
Oh yeah, that was pretty obvious, but I kind of like the setup because clearly he has a crush on Kuroitsu, so it's like, depending on how much they want to get into and I feel like they will, where they'll like, there's potential for there to be a lot of layers to the comedy, where like he has a crush on this girl who's clearly his arch enemy, and Wolf is trying to get a bonus so that she could get a male brain or male body or male female brain or male body. There's like a lot of it's a simple concept, but there's like a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, and it was so funny at the end where he just ended up, well, I wouldn't say losing, it was more like a tie, because of his experience with the female body in general.
Yeah, Kuroitsu just coming out like, quick, we have to stop this anymore, and it'll just be a streaker.
Yeah, that line was really funny. So yeah, also in the room, just like all these very random like villains with very funny names. My favorite name was Long Range Uncle.
Yes, Long Range Uncle.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Why Long Range Uncle?
Yeah, this is one of those shows that it has what's that show we watched? Combatants Will Be Dispatched.
Yeah,
it has that type of energy to it, which I like.
Yes,
a lot.
Yes. So yeah, very cute first episode. I will say, you know, I want more. I want more. So good start, but I want more.
Yes, hopefully it elevates from here and only gets crazier and wilder.
Yes, indeed. Right. Up next, we have, what the fuck is Attack on Titan?
That's what I was gonna say. You don't want to say that we're covering the worst shows last because it's all the way down there.
Why is it? Why? Okay, all right. Well, oh yeah, we're not doing Princess Connect. That's next week. Up next, we have Sasaki to Miyano, episode 1. Now, I would say this was the episode where I would say the animation was like creamy, like it was literally just like bright colors, bright vibrant colors.
Yes, they killed me with the shoujo like flower effect or bubbles.
Yes,
holy shit.
Yes,
anytime anyone did anything, this dude was like flipping, like, oh my god, the way he sneezes is so fucking cute. like chill, bro.
Yeah, but it was cute. I'm like, yes, this is definitely gonna be the anime where it's gonna be the very watch, feel good, get the awes. At least for me. Anyways.
I'm glad it's not a drama. But I'm super happy we didn't get any super dramatic shit happening. This was more just laid back fun.
It is very laid back. And it was cute. Like it had like some really cute, funny moments. When the whole Fudanshi angle, I was like, oh, this is painfully relevant. He's just like, no one can never know our secret. And I'm just like, oof. I feel that.
Yeah, I've noticed covering these shonen eyes is, I don't know what it is, but I feel like always whenever we're covering a show like this, the relationships start off immediately, like compared to other like harems or generic romances or whatever. Like there's always a relationship established, or like characters loving each other established right away. Whereas if we're watching something like, I don't fucking know, insert random harem anime here.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh my god, I love her by like episode 7 or 8.
Yeah, exactly. If they ever get to that point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fucking look at quintuplets. There's like, that took how long before he figured out which girl he liked and how he liked them and all that stuff. So there's always like a competition to see who the main character likes, whereas in Shonen High, it's always like, nope, this is the couple.
These two, that's gonna be a couple.
Yeah.
And what I love about this one is like, yes, the tall himbo is the one who's like all like in his feelings about the other boy. Like the other boy's just like, listen, just don't tell anyone that I like BL shit, alright? He's like, just keep that shit on the DL. Like that's all he cares about. Meanwhile, this guy is like, oh my god, he's so cute. Anything he does is cute.
Is it just me, or was what's his name, Miyano, the shorter kid?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he just like a gayer waiver?
That is really hard.
That's the vibe he was giving me all episode. Because he has like the same like feisty, snappy attitude as Waver. He's short, like he has a similar hairstyle. I just like he sounds a little bit like Waver.
He does sound a little bit like Waver.
Yeah.
He does sound like a little bit like Waver. But I wouldn't say he's gay. First of all, like saying a gay or Waver, that's like redundant. Like,
all right, he's a more open about his sexuality Waver.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he actually isn't, because he's like, no, I kind of just, he's horribly lying to himself and Sasaki.
He's doing a very bad job of that.
Very bad. He's like, no, I just like reading the stories of the guys being gay and shit. Like,
Drew, I'm not a lolicon. Just because I read Kodomo no Jikan does not mean.
But yeah, so it's just, they had a lot of like just cute, funny moments. The idea of bonding over BL manga, super cute. That's like, I actually really like the setup. Cause I like the fact that Miyano's a weeb.
Yeah, that's
so just
fun layer.
It's relatable. And him trying to cover up him being a Podanchi is fun. His other senpai, Hirano, definitely going to end up being a competing love interest with Sasaki.
Yeah, I feel like not like a major one though.
Yeah, not a major one, but it's I get those vibes.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing if I had to nitpick was that the time skipping was sometimes a little confusing.
Oh yeah, it was a little bit disorienting.
Yeah, it was just a little confusing for me because I'm just like, oh wait, is this present? I don't know. All of a sudden he's getting his shit rocked, and I'm like, where in time is this happening?
Where in time is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, that was such a game.
Yeah.
I feel like I would stream it, but like I don't want Chad to know how not smart I am.
Same.
That would hurt my feelings because that game was not for, not smart people.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's yet another anime where they break up from the mold of, the quote unquote bottom, like pining after the himbo character, or the more feminine guy pining after the himbo. It's the fact that it's reversed is actually super refreshing. And it's very cute. Like I very much enjoy their dynamic. So looking forward to more cute moments with that. Also, sorry, I forgot to say, how so it's so funny how you said like he's like how Miyano is like a gay waiver.
Mm-hmm.
I just said Sasaki's just the gay Kyo.
That too.
he's just gay Kyo. He's just a cuter Kyo.
Well, that I definitely see.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, cute delinquent. Oh, you're so precious. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch gears because I can gush about it for like 5 more minutes. All right. Is this the last?
Yep.
Yes. Last but not least, definitely not least, is Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, episode 1, subsection A, paragraph B. So Levi's looking a little bit rough.
Just a bit.
Kind of has like splinters jutting out of his face. But he's still alive.
He's clearly still alive, so yeah.
Yep, and shout out to Hanjae for saving him.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Oh," took that half alive body and just said, "Splash," and skate down the river.
Ran down the riverbed.
Yes. And yeah, this is the episode 1, and Marley begins their counterattack. The girls, they came to kill. They're not playing around this time.
Yeah, this was pretty one-sided. Like one-sided battle the episode.
Yes. Like I would say it's even more one-sided than like part 1.
Oh yeah.
Part 1, I feel like part 1 wasn't even one-sided, honestly. Like it was pretty back and forth.
It was definitely more evenly fought than whatever the fuck this massacre was. I didn't even see one Marleyan soldier lose. Like no right. Marleyan soldier had a casualty this episode.
We didn't see any of them dead. It was literally like
Paradise's soldiers died.
Like literally at some point they're all just chilling there, and then you just see them all getting gunned down. Like they're just bodies.
It's
just
like a
bodies
long
flying.
Shot of like all of them getting shot
out of air, just flopping to the ground.
Oh god!
Just so many of them. Like I almost had hope for them. Like that one scene where the guy's like choking out the Marley soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, they're finally gonna get one, and then the other soldier just stabs him in the back of the bayonet.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh well.
And even Aaron, he was just getting fucking whooped. He put up a fight at first, but
he got but then they had cannons.
My girl Peak coming in to save the day.
Speaking of people losing their limbs.
Oh yeah, another episode of people losing their limbs.
She was like, I forgot the name of the other dude, but she was like, hey, like you're signaling to like cut her open,
yeah,
so she can like bleed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, he takes off her whole arm, and she's like, oh my god, that hurt, and just falls off.
They're like throwing Gabby's hand, and they're like, ah!
Oh yeah, she's holding it. He's like, that shikshaw, eat it, and just goes off.
Throws herself off the ledge.
That funniest transformation.
Peak.
Oh my god.
It sucks because I can't even root for either side because I hate Aaron and his group, but I also hate Marley. So I'm just like, I don't want either of these groups to win.
Right. I just want Gabby to die.
We all have our individual goals. You want Gabby dead. I just want Peak to be happy and survive.
Yeah, I'm okay with Peak living. I also want that. I want Peak to live. I want Onyekapan to live because black.
Mm-hmm.
And also he's just a good dude
cool
in general.
Dude, yeah.
Like he freed the prisoners because he's like, yeah, we're about to get killed by Marley, but also I don't want the plan to happen where you all become sterile.
Yeah.
And then cease to like exist. So that was pretty cool. It's like it's so weird because it's like everyone's an asshole, but at
they all suck.
Like they all suck. I except for Reiner. I think Reiner Reiner's a pass. Like, Reiner's been fucked up. Reiner's...
He gets the pass in the sense that he has a good reason for, like...
Yeah, exactly. But also, it's just like... Everyone's just, like, low-key hot. Like, like, at the time skip, everyone just, like, a lot of them just got hot. Like, Aaron's hot, Reiner's hot, Zeke is hot.
They can't...
Like, I'm like, why does Zeke have a hot rockin' bod? Like...
Well, to be fair, that girl definitely remade his body way better. She's like, wait, I'm gonna give him fucking 6-pack and make him even more toned out.
Like, for no reason. And, you know, I definitely like, you know... the glasses, bearded look, like, that's a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love that in the guy. So for him to just have a nice body on top of that, I was like, why are you guys making me hot for Zeke? Ugh.
Listen, they're all bad people, Drew. Don't fall for any of them.
They're bad. They're hot.
Don't be tempted.
The great struggle of mankind when they're evil, but they're also hot.
Yeah. Now you know what I go through every time I have to watch Demon Slayer and have to see the super hot demons.
I'm starting to understand and now get it. Yeah, that was Attack on Titan. Lots of great action, lots of bloodshed. You know, that good shit that we sign up for.
Exactly.
Shout out to my man Connie for losing his shit. I'm here for the Connie becomes
finally
unhinged.
Connie, going to unhinged mode. Like, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
I'm here for this arc. him and Elmo, who work best.
Yes.
Who has the best unhinged arc?
Something Connie.
I feel like Connie's gonna actually take up weapons and
start going fucking insane.
Oh man, Attack on Titan! Can't wait for next episode.
Yeah.
But with that being said, don't you have anything else to add?
Nope.
We are done with our weekly reviews, and it's time for our filler arc. And filler arc, it's kind of what it implies. We literally just add whatever we, or in most cases I, want in there to discuss. Most times it's about anime, but this time it is not about anime.
Uh-oh.
This time I just want to say a goodbye because I just found this out hours ago and it made me sad. Rest in peace to Bob Saget.
Oh yeah, I did see he passed away earlier today.
He just passed away. That made me sad. And he was so young, like he was only 65. Like that's way too young to go. So that made me kind of sad. Funny enough, I never watched Full House. What actually made me like Bob Saget was just the fact that he was kind of just like really funny. Like outside of that role, he was just actually really funny. Like as he got older and was just like, I don't care about being PG. Like he's actually really funny.
I haven't heard his he does stand up, right? I haven't heard his stand up.
He does stand up. It wouldn't be a stand up per se. I think it would just be like those random shows that he's on. And he would just say some wild shit. Looking like just like a generic white guy, and I don't know why that's so funny. Like he was just so funny. There's a clip on YouTube going around. It might have been a Dave Chappelle skit? Question mark. Where this guy is like, he's a Dave Chappelle. He's in, I think, like NA. And he's like, I think he was like talking about how he was like addicted to weed. And then Bob Saget's character proceeds to stand up and he's like, are you really addicted? Like, are you really addicted to weed? Like, are you really an addiction? He's like, 'cause I love crack. He's like, I suck dick for crack. Huh? Like, I suck dick for crack. Have you sucked dick for crack? Huh? Have you, buddy? And he's like, no, I guess I never did. And it's like, I guess you're not much of an addict then, huh? And then they all start booing him. And I'm just like, that was so funny. Like, just the way he delivered it. It was funny.
Yeah, he was definitely a generational actor.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He will be missed.
He will be missed. Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Yes.
All right. Now that we're done with that, it is time for our last segment of the podcast. Our brand new segment called Waifu Wars.
Oh wow, it's like the name of the podcast.
Wow. Yes, wow, crazy. Yes, it's time for the Waifu Wars. And how this segment works is Oni, being the resident knowledge person of all things waifu, he is going to, every week, he's going to show us 2 characters that are going to be put up against each other. Usually there's going to be a rhyme or reason. And basically we're going to discuss each girl, discuss what we like about them, what we don't like, which one's our favorite, and why. And we invite everyone here, to join in. Give us your opinion. Let us know which one do you think is better. Who's the best waifu? Now, your reasoning does not have to be a purely physical one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, that's not going to be my...
yeah.
Not going to be my reasoning. You're just going to be like, oh, I like her because she's cool. I like her personality more. When we do the husbando versions of this segment, then that might be a different story. But, until then, it's going to be very much a waifu situation. So, that being said, Oni.
Yes, sir.
Who do we got today? Who's on the docket?
Well, since this is our first episode of this new podcast, I figured who else to start with than 2 very familiar faces to everyone who's familiar with our channel.
Yep.
Sakura and Rin.
Oh, bitch.
Yup.
No! Don't make me choose. No.
Yes. We're doing Sakura and Rin. Sakura Mato and Rin Tosaka from the Fate series. Of course, you guys know my waifu is the one, the only Rin Tosaka. And it's not just a physical thing either. She's just like... Alright, well, let's start with the physical stuff first. Rin is just...
Yes.
I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, Sakura's super beautiful. And she is. Sakura's super beautiful. But Rin just has, like...
thighs.
The thigh... Listen, she has, like, super S-rank thighs. Her hair is beautiful.
She is thighs.
She is thighs.
She is thighs.
Yeah, no one wears knee socks like Rin, alright? The short skirt... The hair, the like just the attitude that she has while like having that look is just sends me. It's perfect.
Yes. Now, on the other hand, I feel like I have to say some good things about Sakura.
Mm-hmm.
Sakura, as you said, very beautiful. And at first I was like, I don't think she's kind of my type. And then Heaven's Feels came out. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am very sex positive. I'm very hoe positive. As I tell people, I self-identify as a part-time hoe. I don't have the energy to be full-time, but I'm definitely part-time. And let me tell you, the way she is just throwing it back. And it's she very much falls into the tropes. It's always it's always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Who are the biggest freaks? It's like yes, that is her, and that juxtaposition. That's what makes me love her. I'm like, oh, I love her. Mm. Oh, you're great. And then also you being, kind of corrupted and killing a lot of people. That was also
that
kind of
also
cool.
adds to the
Makes it cool. Yes, you killing your brother, you killing Shinji. Spoilers.
No spoilers for a 15-year-old game. I
Right.
I will say Rin also has that juxtaposition because she does have that very. I mean, she's a tsundere. She has that very aggressive, like confrontational attitude. But
Yeah.
when you get to her softer side, she's like a softy. She's a big. She's the
Yeah, she
opposite of
is.
Sakura. She's like very soft and what's the word? Submissive in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, she. Which is why, as much as I love my girl Sakura, I think I have to give it to Rin, only because she is like she is the manual. She is not the manual. She is the blueprint of of a tsundere.
Yeah,
In my opinion,
same.
like I can't think of a better tsundere than Rin.
Yeah, she's kind of like the gold standard there, where she's like just the right amounts of like
Perfect.
soon, yeah, where she's not overly aggressive. Like a lot of people are gonna be like, Asuka from Evangelion's the best Sindri. I'm like, Asuka's too aggressive for my likes. Like she's just super
Mean.
mean. Like she's like physically a violent person, whereas Rin is more like cold. Like she's more just like if she doesn't want to talk to you, she'll just blow you off.
Exactly. Like, you know, kind enough kind enough to save Shiro, but mean enough to be like, oh, shut up, Shiro. Like,
Mm-hmm. And even when they're together, she's just like
excuse me.
she still does a little bit of like the Soon thing where she's just like she'll mock him and shit, but then she'll soften up and like call up with him, and it's super cute. She's like super adorable. I don't know, something about her. Like I love Sakura too. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Yeah,
not one of these
exactly. Like this is
absolutists who's like no Rin only, but
yeah, no. I feel the same way. I think I would have to give it to Rin only because just like she's so. I just really have the personality overall is just really there. Like for an anime character, she's very fun to watch.
agreed. And she's
Yeah,
defenseless,
like
so it's even better.
shut. You did not have to. Why?
I had to work the meme in somewhere. All right.
uh, I mean, Miwa Sakura. It's like it's her anus is the opposite of defenseless. It's aggressive. Was it aggressive anus? I need to stop before it's like I switch back to Sakura. But Sakura's like what I want if I'm feeling a certain type of way. Like if I'm feeling really extra, like I want Sakura over Rin. But if like my baseline, like is just Rin.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everyone, that's our opinion. What do you think? Which is your waifu between the two? Are you Team Sakura or are you Team Rin? Let us know in the comments. And with that being said, we are done with our first episode of the Waifu Wars.
Woo!
Yum, love that for us. So, Oni, if you would be such a dear and take it away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Waifu Wars, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Also, if you aren't on YouTube, you can follow us on YouTube. Link will be somewhere. If you'd like, you could even follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord. All linked in the description down below. If you want, you can even support us through Patreon or by becoming a channel member, like all these lovely people on screen right here who make the show possible. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I just thank you for everyone. Like a super thank you to everyone who who watched the G&A podcast like weekly. Like y'all don't understand how much that means to me. And I hope that we can count on your continued support. I mean, Like if you like what we've been doing for like the past 4 years,
Yeah.
literally nothing's changed. So, we just want to keep growing, keep evolving. I'm really going to be dedicating a lot more of my time to the podcast. I'm really gonna be putting my whole foot, fist, head, all the organs into this. So, thank you for giving us a chance.
Yes, I agree. And if you are watching this on our G&A Reviews channel, head on over to our Waifu Wars channel as well. It'd mean a lot if you can follow us there as well. And yeah, thanks for the support, like Drew said, and we look forward to continuing our anime journey with you guys. But until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Drooby Doo.
And we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.